This is what my 300 square foot vacation home on 50,000 acres bordering a national park is going to look like. It's also what's going to get me there by land or sea, or at least by lake. But as you can see, there is still a lot to do, but today is the day. Hi, I'm Jay Jarvie, and I'm here to show you around this project, what's still to go, and what we've accomplished in the past so far. So let's go take a look at that. This is Leviathan, named after the biblical sea creature. Since the plan is for this vehicle to be amphibious, it's a fitting name. This truck is not only lightweight for water crossing, but it's going to be designed to fit a gap between lightweight 4x4s, like mid-sized pickups, calling themselves overlanding rigs, and the true behemoths, another biblical name, the 30,000-pound trekking trucks like Unimogs and man campers. The link between these two camps is happening with this chassis, a 2500 HD from a Chevy Silverado from his previous life. Originally, the Silverado was a 3/4 ton truck, but I've upgraded the rear axle to this AAM 11.5-inch rear end from a heavier diesel truck. While we're under there, we swapped out the gear ratio to 5/13s and ARB air lockers. The ratio is, of course, to keep things spinning at the right speed after we've added these 40-inch tires. And of course, why have air lockers only in the back when you can have two for twice the price? So we have 513 gears and air lockers installed up front as well. The problem with using a pickup truck for a camper vehicle is that even with an 8-foot bed, you only have 8 foot of easily accessible living area. You could hang a little over the rear, but off-road capabilities suffer. Over the cab, sitting up in bed actually suffers. To solve this problem, we've put the cab forward of the engine rather than sitting behind the engine. And originally the cab ended right about here, so we've gained this much extra work area or living area already just by doing that cab forward thing, giving us lots of extra space back here for living area. The cab sits high as the front area makes a hull or bow of the boat, you might say. And while it will still have that sloping chin to push water out of the way, I've designed the top side to slope as well, to give it an intriguing look. You might even say a sci-fi look. Think Landmaster if you're old enough to remember some of those 1980s movies and television. To keep that sci-fi vibe going, we've got another awesome feature here. So these main columns and this overhead structure is all going to support a composite structure that's going to cover this whole thing. And between these two columns are going to be fold-out panels that's going to expand the floor plan by almost double. These fold-outs will also be hard panel sandwich composite construction, filled with 2 inches of high-density insulating foam. Lightweight, strong, and cozy. Now there are a lot of other cool things we could show you. Extra fuel tanks, we have gray water and freshwater storage right down here in the middle. We have these funky storage compartments that have air for filling your tires, storage for chains, things like that. There'll be another big tank here that's used for flotation and storage as well. But there are a bunch of videos that show that kind of thing already, and if you are an off-road aficionado, we invite you to go back and follow along on this build. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep producing videos for you. But until then, make sure you jump back, and I'll put a link right up over here that you can go back and see the beginning of the project, work your way up to now. Anyway, thanks for stopping by today. Come back, see us again.